Section 1.5D, Homeostasis of serum calcium. Serum is another word for blood. So this is regulating the amount of calcium in your bloodstream. So in this case, the set point for serum calcium is a range between 9.0 and 10.5 milligrams per deciliter. A deciliter is a tenth of a liter. So if you think of a liter bottle of water, it's a tenth of that is a deciliter. So for every deciliter, tenth of a liter of bottle of, let's say, water. So for every deciliter of blood, there should be between 9 and 10.5 milligrams of calcium in it. So again, here is the dotted line that represents the set point. So anything above the set point is too high. So in this case, we do not have thermoreceptors that pick up temperature, but in this case, they're called chemoreceptors. Chemoreceptors pick up any information regarding to blood chemistry, whether it's pH or the amount of sodium or potassium or calcium in this case. Okay, so the chemoreceptors will send afferent sensory impulses to the control center. The control center will integrate it and say, hey, our blood levels of calcium are too high. We need to do something about that. So the control center will then send efferent motor impulses, and in this case will produce the effector called calcitonin. And what calcitonin does, calcitonin travels through your bloodstream to your bones and grabs calcium out of your bloodstream and helps store it in your bones, thereby lowering your blood levels of calcium back to the normal range of between 9 and 10.5 milligrams per deciliter. There are going to be times, though, when your levels of blood calcium or serum calcium get too low, in which case the same chemoreceptors pick up that information. They send it through afferent sensory pathways to the control center. The control center integrates it and sends efferent motor impulses to an effector. This time it is not calcitonin. This time it is a hormone called PTH. And what PTH, or parathyroid hormone, does is it travels through the bloodstream to the bones and tells the bone cells, hey, break down bone and release calcium into the bloodstream. And when you break down bone, yes, it weakens the bones, but it raises the level of calcium in the bloodstream back, hopefully, to 9.0 to 10.5 milligrams per deciliter.